Gotta rank 'em all, Pokémon.
Welcome to Spelunkers, a place for exploring video games and nerd culture. I'm Ryan, and this is Gotta Rank 'em All, the Pokemon ranking show, where Chris...
I'm a whooper pooper.
Oh, it was so good. And myself, every week, get a guest and a random list of 10 Pokemon and put them in the most officially arbitrary list of all time. Our returning guest this week, Preston Wilke of the Level 0 podcast.
Hey Ryan, have you heard of Slugma?
Oh no.
Slugma balls, Ryan. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. That was not my idea. Too good to pass up.
How you doing today, Preston?
Doing well.
Fantastic. Now, did you watch, because it just dropped today, the Pokemon? There was a whole bunch of news. I literally just skipped to the Scarlet and Violet news and watched that.
I knew I had the homework, and so I went ahead and did it early. But I did the same thing. Just scrubbed right to the 15-minute mark out of the 20-minute, and then you got I think it was like 6-minute long presentation total.
About that.
It was good. Mostly, it was like 3/4 good.
Yeah. I did watch the rest of it. There's nothing to really be that excited about. Like Buzzwole, for some reason, the company is obsessed with Buzzwole all of a sudden. It's coming to Pokemon Unite. Be excited. I guess.
No. You can't make me be excited about it.
Is Pokemon Unite still relevant?
I don't know. It probably has like 50 million players or something. I mean, Grounded has like 30 million players, but there was a bunch of stuff. I was just rewatching Microsoft's E3 conference, and they had like a dozen games in there that all had like 10 million players, and it's like, I've never heard anybody talk about this game really, but sure, I guess it's got millions of players.
Concurrent or like, 10 million people played this at least once.
Who knows?
And I noticed too that like they did the Pokemon Cafe, I forget what it's called, but like Cafe Remix. Like they're already having to just restructure it. I didn't even watch that part. I was like, I do not care. But I don't know if
that game sucks.
That was a restructure of that game already.
Well, they already did Remix a while back. And they said like Mewtwo's back. I don't know if Mewtwo's already been in or something. That was their big thing, though, is that Mewtwo's in the game and he's hungry for your cafe mix. You know what I mean?
Interesting. So we got to see oh god, what's the region? It starts with a P.
Wow.
Pierogi.
The Pierogian whooper. The poop whooper.
The pooper.
Adorable. Love that guy. We of course got to see terastallization.
That's my quarter of this presentation was bad.
Yeah, I agree. I think we all knew they're going to do an extra evolution thing, but did they maintain something they've used in the past, or are they going to create something new? I really wish they'd just stick with one. Pick one and stick with it, please.
Yeah. What was the one in Sword and Shield?
Gigantamax.
Gigantamax. That was, I think people liked that one quite a bit. Or was it the one from Arceus that was more loved?
Arceus didn't really have one. No, just variants.
No, there was
regional variants.
alpha forms, I guess, but but those weren't really evolution. And then you had like the Z moves, which were kind of doing a similar thing in Sun and Moon, and then Mega Evolution. I don't know. They just need to pick one.
I think Megas were great, and they could have just stuck with it, but they keep doing new things, and it is dumber every time.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I do think you can get like different types with a terastallized Pokemon. You can have a flying Pikachu. I think that's unique. That's cool. But the design around it is no thank you.
You get a flying Pikachu for, I guess not pre-ordering, but buying a copy early or something. I assume it's going to be like a mystery gift thing.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Holden was dismissing the idea outright of being able to change your type, in that sort of reduces the impact or the importance of the type of a specific Pokemon. I don't know how y'all feel about that. Like, I do think it's weird that you can switch types, but it doesn't seem like I don't think you can switch to any type, right? Like,
yeah, it seems like specific Pokemon will have specific like types that they can change to through their terastallization.
You got it.
Like you have to catch an Eevee that has a water Terra type, I think is what they called it, and then it will change to a water type when you terastallize it.
Mm-hmm.
Such a terrible name.
Also, this is a game for children, and they named it Terastallization.
Oh man! And that's I think the headgear. Each Pokemon gets a headgear while they're in their gym form. We can call it, but GEM, not GYM. The gym form is the form that they're in at the gym. This is gym form, so different. But they get like headgear. But it seems like the headgear is consistent for some of the Pokemon, but not consistent or, unique for others. And a lot of it is just kind of dumb looking.
Yeah, I don't think, from what we saw anyway, that it was unique on any Pokemon. And, like you have... Oh, Preston died? That's fine.
Camera unplugged itself.
You do have, like... Flying Pikachu, for example, who gets balloons, but we also saw Drifblim had balloons, and he's already a flying type. It was just his Terra type is also flying. So I don't know if they're gonna have stuff like Gigantamax, where it was like a Gigantamax Pokemon, like a Eternamax here that we have on the screen, actually looks different than just a Dynamax Pokemon. I don't know if they're gonna have anything like that, or if it's all just like, hey, we created 19 head pieces or however many types there are, and then we put them on the Pokemon.
Yeah. And like, I think Drifblim's a great example of, does this replace both types? Are they a mono-type Pokemon now? If they're Terra, does Pikachu become electric flying or just flying?
Yeah, that's
and then are you building your movesets for their Terra type or for their main type? Well, how often can we terastallize?
Yeah, still a lot of questions. Like, I would assume it's still just one Pokemon per battle, like Dynamax and Megas and Z moves, all that stuff has only been once per battle. But yeah, whether or not they take the other type away is a really good question. Because I guess I assumed it makes that type stronger, because that's kind of what they said in the presentation. But at the same time, that doesn't make sense for, like, if you're a Pokemon with 2 types, but then your Terra type is a completely different 3rd type, they're not going to have 3 type Pokemon, so something has to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They should have 3 type Pokemon. That would make it so complicated, but so fun.
Yeah.
By the way, it's Paldea region, I found.
Paldea?
Paldea.
I thought that, like, whenever they were first showing it, I thought that it was going to be just another form of shinies. And that was just, they were like, hey, be on the lookout for these cool looking different ones. But it turns out that, that's their main, like, alternative mechanic. And it was a little disappointing.
Yeah. I am happy to hear, though, broader adventure. It seems like you get a little more choice into how you're, attacking the game. Raids are going to be more fun going into them already in co-op with your friends, instead of having to sit there and search for people and wait.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
And also, like, it's not, turn-based. It seems like it's like kind of active time battles almost, which is really cool for Pokemon. I kind of, they didn't show any normal battles. I would kind of like if they just had that for battles in general. You just have an ATB bar that you're filling. I think that'd be a good change for Pokemon, for me personally.
It's too much change in 1 year.
Yes.
Too much.
Now, they haven't shown, like, if you can just walk up and throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon and catch it, or if you have to get into a battle with it.
Yeah. Which I thought I remembered whenever they first announced it, that they were going to be using that same method, but they've never shown it.
Yeah, I don't think they've confirmed it. I kind of assumed, just based off of the giant hordes of Pokemon they're showing in the wild, it would be really awful to just keep running into battles over and over and over again, but I don't know for sure.
Also, how weird is it that our legendary is like our HM, like, well, not HMs anymore, but our
They look so freaking stupid, and I love them.
Honestly, seeing them in their like traversal forms endeared them to me a lot more.
It's so it to me it's dumb, but it's like so encapsulates Pokemon in such a weird way that it was. I wish that we had 3 different ones. Like I don't like the idea that you're going to be on the same legendary for each form. I would like a different Pokemon per whatever you're doing if you're flying or gliding, like we had in Arceus. But I mean,
yeah,
these are still goofy and fun, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's also odd that you're going to be traveling through the entire game with the box legendary, who normally you would battle near the end of the game and catch. I wonder if it's going to be a thing where it's like your buddies and you ride them, but then at some point you still have to actually like fight them and catch them closer to the end of the game. They're not actually usable until the end or something.
What do you think the odds are that they actually include the other legendary as that final sort of version of the fight?
That would actually be like a cool twist if like the one you ride the entire game, you can't even catch it, even though it's your box legendary. That one you just ride, and the other one you catch.
Wouldn't that violate? I mean, how much of the fan base buys which version?
I would love it. But yeah, we kind of skipped over what the most exciting thing is just the amount of freedom in this game. They say there's 3 different storylines to experience, and you can experience any of them you want in any order you want. You could completely complete one before you move on to the next one. You can do gyms in any order you want, which does presumably confirm level scaling, which is not the greatest thing. But I mean, if it allows this much freedom in a Pokemon game, that's awesome. That's more freedom than Arceus had, you know? You still had to go through the 5 maps kind of in order, and then you could go back and forth, but just an open world and you can go wherever you want, do whatever you want. Like, that sounds great for Pokemon.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell, are there still, did they imply that going into towns and out of towns and stuff is all still one large map, or are there loading screens involved? I felt like they implied that it's seamless, but I don't think it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
feel implied.
Yeah, I agree that it feels implied that it should be a big open world, but man, who knows on the Switch? But also, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is apparently massive and has like no load, so who knows? Like, it really depends on how much time and effort they've put into this, which it's been a while since Sword and Shield, so I don't know. I think they could potentially do it, but it could also be that there's loading screens for every town. It could also be that there's loading screens even like changing through zones on the map.
Yeah.
You know?
Some Pokemon fans might get mad at me with this. I would be perfectly fine if textures and view distance was still poor if it meant loading screens were as snappy fast as they were in Arceus.
Yeah.
People are going to be so mad about textures. I mean, there's no helping it.
I think just in the gameplay today, I wouldn't say it's like the textures and objects aren't exactly any more advanced. They definitely look better, but again, whenever you're putting it up against something like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which still doesn't have like insanely detailed things, it just seems like, how is this not doable? But again, that's what everyone's been saying about the Pokemon company, or about Game Freak for years. So
I mean,
a while.
They just,
how do you not have the resources?
But I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was what, like 2017, 2018, something like that. It took many years to develop that, whereas the last Pokemon game that Game Freak put out was this year.
That's a good point.
True. That is true. Pumping them things out. All right. We've espoused our hype.
Fido, also.
Fido, yeah, fantastic name.
Twist, that's my Pokemon today. I'm calling it. It's going at number 1. So, and I will not touch on them.
We know nothing about it, so I agree.
All right. One prediction. What type is Fido?
Electric,
I'm guessing fairy.
Normal.
Fairy. Normal fairy.
No, fairy.
I said normal electric. It's got some yellow in there, but I have no idea.
Oh man, I think it's just going to be normal. Just That's it.
Probably is, and it's gonna suck.
So sad.
Make normal super effective against something, Pokemon Company. I don't care what.
The love of God.
Make it a useful type.
One of the great totally not Pokemon at all. Koromon, great creature collector. The normal in that game is super effective against something, and it's great. It's a useful type.
What's it super effective against?
Ghost.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of Pokemon. I can beat up
a ghost, and I'm normal, so.
I've seen it.
Fucking come at me, ghosts.
Damn it, Preston. All right, so we've got 11 Pokemon to add to the list tonight. Let's get a little refresher in before we get down and dirty. Top of the board, 1, 2, and 3. Greninja, Lugia, and Shuckle. Way down, 937 Jinx, 936 Gumshoes, 935 Yungoos. So what's halfway for? 50, 30, 15, 467, 68, something like that.
You were so much snappier about this last time.
I really was. It was easier math. 467's Golbat, 468 is Breloom, and 469 Gigantamax Eevee.
This is the closest that Quilladin has been to Dead Center in quite some time.
Yeah, 4 spots away.
We're getting him there by the end of it.
Yeah, by the end he's there for sure. And our number 100 bouncer this episode, Flygon.
I'm gonna have to look that one up so I can know what I gotta beat.
You don't know a Flygon, Preston?
If you think no, I actually hold on. I ranked Flygon.
Yeah. Let's see if Preston remember who he has to rank tonight. Our first contestant, Eternamax. Yeah, it's Well,
I could not find a good picture because both the games and the anime do a terrible job of depicting this Pokemon, but from the side it does look kind of cool. It looks like a hand reaching down from the sky, which is like very almost kind of Lovecraft, and I like that, but the view that you always get of it is this, and it just looks dumb.
It's a tapeworm that like is just, or like a leech, that just looks like it's got the mouth that's just gonna grab on, and that's it. This is the legendary, or one of the legendaries, I think, from Arceus, right? Is that, or like something that you get right at the end of the game?
Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I didn't even come close to beating Arceus. Sword and Shield I did beat. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is actually unobtainable to the player. It appears when Eterna Beam is used by Eternatus. So we see it. We can never control Eternatus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's basically just like a final boss battle. Which I do like when the games do like a final boss battle that's actually like this thing is imposing. I think it was Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun had like Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y, and it was like actually a challenging fight for the final boss. This thing wasn't challenging though; it was a big old jump.
Yep.
So
visually imposing. Yeah. I don't see this thing breaking top half.
Oh.
I wouldn't say top quarter. Wait.
Well, that's
Preston teaches English, everybody.
Top 3 quarters. I would say it's in the bottom quarter. But don't ask me where that starts.
About 750, a little bit higher than 750, because we're just shy of 1,000.
Is it better or worse than Mega Slowbro at 751?
My initial instinct says worse. It's been a little while since I've looked up Mega Slowbro.
Oh, I just looked at him last week. That's right. He's so stupid. But I'll still say this is worse.
I mean, he is stupid, but he looks like he's living his best life. You know, he's
in a Snuggie. I'm loving it. Let's see. Oh, what the hell is a Snom? I was looking at the Pokemon leftover, and I was looking for a really bad, dumb names. But it turns out, kind of like Snom, the dumbest names are very cute Pokemon. Like,
yeah. Look up Snom on Tenor.
On Tenor?
Okay. Yeah. The Discord GIF. Yeah.
Make sure safe search is off.
I just saw a picture of. Oh no! Good thing of him dancing.
My favorite's him scooching a lot. Yeah, with the
knife. It's got to go below Snom.
Yeah, I would agree.
Preston, last time you were on, you brought a Pokemon yourself that you thought was just the dumbest. I believe it was Girder, right? The middle one.
I know I have brought Girder. I did bring Girder. This is I think it's higher than Girder.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Because it is still like it has that imposing existential sort of threat as it comes out of the sky. That turns out to not be very much. But so it's definitely better than Girder.
Okay.
How do we feel about Cleavor at 784?
Robbed. Put this below Cleavor.
I agree. But I this might be better than Tranquil though. And Cottony and Igglybuff.
I think that's fair. Yeah. By the way, I was just talking to Preston before the show because he was like, I almost brought Fido, and I was like, we're never doing that again, because somebody brought Cleavor before Arceus was out and he got freaking robbed because nobody knew how cool he is. And I'm still mad.
So, well, yeah.
Are we happy with this?
Cleavor, yeah. Definitely better than Tranquil.
Yeah, and Tranquil's like the most birdie bird in the bird game. Let's see. Well, we didn't. Where's Eternatus? So there's no name origins for Eternamax, but we didn't do Eternatus when we ranked Eternatus. Any guesses?
Eternally sus. He's a big Among Us fan.
Eterna, it's the maximum amount of time you can spend in eternity is what this thing represents.
Okay.
Which is all.
Wow. Number one, actually. Let's change it.
Eternatus may be derived from ether, eternal, Eternatus, Latin for immortalized, and Thanatos, the personification of death in Greek mythology.
So it is the afterlife.
It's eternal death.
Oh, it does inevitable. Make it cooler. Can you max out eternal death?
Can we min-max it? That's the real question.
How do you stat block eternity after the afterlife?
Oh, God. That's a question for your local priest, everybody. Next up, we've got Electrek.
Tell me, Father, what is God's type?
You think he's into
me? I'm normal. I can fight against. I like What's this one's name? Hold on.
Electrek.
Okay, that's all right. Electrike, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stupid name. What? Okay, we'll get to that. I guess I won't get ahead of myself. I was just trying to think of why the trike. But I put it with the other Rattata, like higher than Rattata, but it's not that interesting.
Yeah, we've had a good number of electric dogs over the years. Electrike is not the best among them, but he's not a bad mon.
Yeah, I like Manectric a lot. This guy's head just goes too far back. It looks odd. He looks like he's like what's that Pokemon? He looks like Shieldon or whatever the evolution of it is, with just the giant head in front. Except like he's not built like that, he's not a tanky Pokemon. He's a fast, hard hitter.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fine.
Bottom half.
But yeah. I don't think he gets as low as Eternamax.
No. Where's Purloin? Right around Purloin at 513. Or is that too high? I feel like it kind of matches that same uninspired design that still has just like touches of its type within it.
Yeah, I would probably maybe go above Purloin. I remember when we looked at Purloin, we discovered that it's like the right above its eyes, it's got those weird pink bits that look like they should be his ears, but they're also like his eyelashes, and it's just very confusing, and I don't like it.
That looks like it kind of just got like stretched up.
Terrifying. Do we go much further, Bunnelby? Let's see.
Are you going to put it above the Porygons?
No, definitely not above Togepi, I don't think.
Yeah. Togepi would be the hard ceiling.
I'd probably go below Lopunny.
And above Horsey.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. For our cute little Electrike here. I think the Japanese name's way cooler, but any guesses on where we get Electrike from?
He is an electric bike. You ride this thing like a bike, even though it's tiny.
That's all I had.
So electric and Tyke or Strike.
Oh, okay. Electrike. Okay.
I think it's because you catch this thing, the first place you can catch it in 3rd gen is like right underneath the biking road. So I always connected it with bike, even though it makes no sense for this little thing.
I definitely connected it with bicycles as well.
Oh, yeah.
The Japanese name is Rakurai, which is just the word lightning strike in Japanese. And that's awesome.
That's better. Yeah. It would honestly get a better ranking.
Now we need to get some international folks doing this show for Pokemon with different language names, because they list more than just English and Japanese. Preston's, I need to learn another language. I can rip this up. All right, Electrike, thank you very much. Next up, we've got Ninjask.
Good old Ninjask.
Yeah, fine. I'm a big fan of Shedinja, who we have not ranked yet. And a way cooler gimmick.
Yeah.
Way cooler.
Terrible mon, to be clear. Shedinja. One of the worst, honestly, to actually use, but very cool gimmick. A very cool idea.
Yeah. They're fun to use for a little while, but I definitely didn't make a whole run of the game with one.
Yeah.
Shedinja? That is such a weird one.
Yeah. Do you know they only have 1 HP? We're not here to rank Shedinja. Ninjask here is much healthier and more weighty younger brother.
Very speedy. I think he was the first Pokemon to have, like, God, what's the ability name where its speed increases every turn?
Speed boost?
Is that right? Yeah, I think so. That's just literally the beginning of every turn, its speed increases, and it's already probably faster than whatever it's fighting anyway. But that's about all he's got going for him, is that he's fast. Also, he's based on like the worst insect ever, so.
Holy shit, 160 base speed. Good God.
What's his attack?
90.
Still pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it could do. But again, if you had the gauge meter that could tell you how often you could attack, that would be something. But just like getting to go before your enemy isn't quite enough.
Yeah, totally. That's another thing we don't know, is if they have any kind of like, you know, it wasn't ATB, but they had it where you could take multiple turns in a row if your Pokemon was really fast in Arceus. And I would love that was in Scarlet and Violet.
Yes. Anything to add more strategy to Pokemon, please. Thank you.
Please and thank you. But yeah, like I said, this thing's based off of cicada, right? So I fucking hate it. I don't know if there's cicadas out where y'all are living, but they are everywhere here, and they're the worst.
They exist. I see them. They're not as prevalent as they probably are for you. You'd crunch on them in Texas. You'd accidentally step on one on the sidewalk all the time. But
they're through a handful of summer nights, you'll hear them in the forest. I don't think I've ever actually really seen one fly through any of the towns in Connecticut.
Yeah, they're very loud. They're everywhere. And I remember as a kid, I liked climbing trees until I like tried to climb a tree in the summer, and it was literally just like cicada shells and then actual cicadas fucking everywhere. And now I don't climb trees.
No, thank you.
Terrifying.
So high on the list. There you go.
High is in big number, right?
Sure.
Yeah, big number. We do have his pre-evolution already, Nincada, on the list at 901. I think this, in terms of like usefulness and stats, this is a better Pokemon, but it's like, yeah, it has wings, which makes it a worse cicada than Nincada was.
I mean, right next to Nincada feels right.
Also, we should probably be saying that Nincada, I guess, since it's based on a cicada, but whatever.
That's true.
Oh, that's a good point.
Galarian Yamask.
I like Galarian Yamask, I guess. I could go right above Nincada.
I'd say this. Yeah.
Yeah, new 901 Ninjask. You know what you've done, and you deserve this.
Oh. All they are plague insects that are like known and associated with the end of mankind. I don't understand. Weirdly existential list we've got today.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 so far. We'll see what happens. Once again, the Japanese gets a much better name. I don't even think I have to tell you what Ninjask is a combination of.
I actually don't know the ask part. I mean,
mask.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just Ninja and Ask. He's building out his website, askaninja.com.
Actually, he's got a new spin-off podcast, Ask 99 Ninjas One Question.
But it's 99 ninjas. It's 99 cicadas that you're speaking to on this podcast.
Just scream the whole time. Can I please?
The Japanese name is Tanakin, which may be a combination of Tekka, gunfire, ninja, and possibly a play on Temaken, Tikamen, which is a man in the iron mask. What is this? Oh, unidentified prisoner of state from France in the mask. Yeah.
Huh.
Way cooler.
Man in the Iron Mask. Very relevant to a game you're playing, Preston.
See, they're trying to teach kids about history. Mm-hmm. French Revolution's very important to Pokemon.
This mask doesn't look iron either.
No, I could break that.
Yeah. Looks chitinous. But we'll forgive him, I suppose.
Bless you?
Yeah. Next up, we've got Ludicolo.
Oh, this guy's having fun.
Great.
This is a good one.
This guy works at your local water park, and like he's been making minimum wage for all his life. He doesn't care. He loves it so goddamn much he'd do it for free.
Yeah, he's one of he's like a tubing what's the word I'm looking for? Like a float guy, a guide. Like he would be perfect for that job.
Mm-hmm.
And he just does so many drugs.
So many.
Pulls everyone off to the side halfway through the river. So pulls it out of his beard. I got what you're looking for. How do you think I stay so happy?
And when the cops come up to him after, he's like, whoa, guys.
The first major boss, I guess you'd say, in Pokemon Coliseum has one of these. It's like his signature Pokemon, actually. And that guy dances like all the time through the whole battle and everything. He's like a dancer guy. So, of course, he's got Ludicolo.
Perfect.
Top half, for sure.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Does he make top quarter?
What's it about? 250. Latios. He might just miss top quarter, but I think he's close to. I think he's closer to the quarter mark than the halfway mark.
I think that's probably fair.
Way better than Diglett.
That's true, but Diglett, you can see here, has two frowny faces next to him because he's much higher than he should be.
Okay.
And I'm very upset about it. I don't like him more than, our electric dog or electric animal group here: Luxray, Zebstrika, Bletzel, Mareep. I like all those more.
Yeah, I think I was coming down a little bit below that. How do we feel about Mr. Rhyme comparison at 310?
That's a great comparison. I prefer Mr. Rhyme. Mr. Rhyme's also a useful Pokemon. This thing's not very good at anything.
Yeah, I think I would go below, but
except drug dealing.
Hold on. To be fair, Mr. Rhyme definitely deals drugs.
He definitely does. He's better though. He's better at it,
Mr. Rhyme does it out of his office on a college campus. Yeah. Worse.
I think I could go right below Mr. Rhyme though.
Okay, above Smeargle. Smeargle's really just an interesting gimmick. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Nice.
These guys will get along.
Oh yeah.
They'll run a drug business together.
They're gonna OD together by the time we finish this list. We're gonna find them dead.
Didn't oh my gosh. So Ludicolo is the Jesse to Mr. Rhymes Walter White.
I thought you were going Jesse James. Team Rocket, but that works.
Yeah, I see it.
I do see it.
Any guesses what Ludicolo may be a combination of?
Ludicrous and Loco.
Okay.
Ludicrous Cola. There's a new flavor of cola they were trying out. Didn't work, so it made K in Pokemon.
Cola wouldn't be Loco.
It's a very long one here. There's a lot of maybe words that this could be. Maybe a combination of ludic, aimlessly playful, ludicrous or ridiculous, absurd or silly, Haludicolous, Paludicoloous, inhabiting a marsh. It's a science-y term.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Colocynth, a plant that bears a round green fruit, and an anagram of loco, Spanish for crazy. So they're going for a lot of things.
Okay.
You weren't wrong at the very least, Preston.
I like that one about the marsh because I was thinking of it like the lily pads. going to Marsh. Like, it really has that design.
Now, Ryan, you said Preston wasn't wrong. Are you saying I am wrong? This is not cool.
No, you're not. Yeah, I mean, you had Ludicrous as well, so you're also not wrong. Oh, okay. There's just no one definitive answer on what exactly is right.
I'm just more right.
Thank you.
You can fight between that amongst yourselves. The Japanese name here, I don't think either of you are going to see coming. Run Papa. Which may be a combination of Run, Happy or Bouncy, or Rumba, a Cuban dance, and Kappa or Papaya. What's Kappa? Is that also? Kappa, also known as Kawataro, is a river boy, Japanese folklore. Typically depicted as green, human-like beings with webbed hand and feet and a turtle-like carapace on the back, like some kind of
Kappa. I said Kappa. It's probably is Kappa, but I always said Kappa. That's why I didn't recognize that. But yeah, those are all over like Neo. Played Neo 2 earlier this year.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, Ludicolo 311, just loving life. I mean, the carefree Pokemon. How could you not? Next up, we've got Mega Camerupt.
Pretty good. I like it more than base Camerupt.
Yeah. Where's Camerupt?
Not high. I don't think.
I don't think so either. I don't think it's super duper low.
A 518. Slightly below half.
Yeah.
Because it's a fine Pokemon. It really, Camerupt is one of those like, oh yeah, that's a Pokemon, but it's not, it doesn't feel like a standout or anything.
I like it better than Avalugg at 507.
Fair.
For going by just four-legged ones that represent whatever their type is. Direct.
Ryan, does this get Steel type when it goes Mega? Or is it still just ground?
Fire ground still. Okay. Yeah.
Terrible typing. Awful. The worst.
How do we feel about Mega Houndoom at 465 compared to this?
Ooh, this is definitely better than Mega Houndoom. Mega Houndoom takes a cool Pokemon and makes it dumb.
Mm-hmm.
This takes a fine Pokemon and makes it basically still fine.
I'd say a little bit. Yeah. I mean, better. At least a little bit better.
Yeah.
And if we're right there, Mega Houndoom is right below Quilladin.
Okay, well, we got to push Quilladin down a little bit.
Guzzlord.
Yeah.
Never fails.
Man, we should have put Clobopus next to Guzzlord.
I like above Guzzlord, below Beartic.
That feels pretty good.
I can go with that.
Even though Beartic's standing on two, it's like it's a big polar bear. Very obvious. They feel like they kind of live in a similar zip code, even if they're on different ends of town. Now, interesting. We didn't do Camerupt's name back when we first ranked Camerupt. So what do we think Camerupt is a combination of?
Wrong answers only, please. Because this one's super obvious.
Came and
and Rupture is where you were going. Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
God, it's all over. Never mind. I couldn't,
go with Camera and Uptown. Taking pictures in Uptown.
Okay. Camel cigarettes and ER upsets. He's constantly going to the emergency room with,
because came eruptions.
Camel and Erupt, of course. The Japanese name Bakuda, which may be a combination of Bakuhatsu, Eruption, and Rakuda, Camel.
Okay.
Yeah. Same idea. Mega Camerupt 463. Great job. I mean, better than a non-mega version. You're doing pretty good. Next up, we've got Palkia Origin Form.
Here we go. Preston, have you ever seen this thing? I know you said you didn't finish Arceus.
No.
It is only at the very end of Legends Arceus. It looks like a Shin Megami Tensei 5 boss. So I like it for that because I like Shin Megami Tensei. But I
actually like it a lot.
Okay.
I like this more than Dialga's.
It's definitely better than Dialga.
Everyone just listening to this podcast should check out the YouTube version where when I said this Pokemon's name, just to see Preston's face as he got introduced to this thing for the first time.
It's so there's so much to take in, but I do really like. It's almost like the bony structure to the armor. I think is really, really neat. Along with just sort of like the fine, like the elegance of the tail and the wings. It's I like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's definitely got a weird thing going on with like similar to Origin Form Dialga, like not having arms, where it seems very clear that it should have arms, but that's also like, again, a very Shin Megami Tensei thing. It's like disturbing to look at because it feels like it should be different than it is.
It's incomplete.
Yeah. My eyes definitely keep getting drawn to the shoulder growths.
Yeah, this is better than Dialga.
Yeah,
I think this is also better than base Palkia and base Dialga.
Yeah, I'm looking at both next to each other now, and I think I agree.
Now, mind you, that doesn't get it very high on the list. The highest one of those is Dialga at 543. But I think we can go higher.
Yeah, I think so.
Too. Let's see, what is... Oh, no. Okay, Sentret, not at all what I was expecting. What are some of the other kind of like bladed Pokemon that might be a little bit higher than this, than, the halfway mark?
I'm glad you said bladed. That makes me want to look. Aegislash 221.
Ooh, that's high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to stay there.
Where's God, what's the name of it? The one that I like that everybody else hates. The little origami guy. He's an Ultra Beast.
Oh, Kartana?
Kartana, that's it. It's at 487. I think we can go above that.
Above Kartana?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know about any other bladed Pokemon kind of in this region. We like bladed Pokemon here. They're usually quite high.
Yeah.
Zebstrika is at 291.
Yeah, that's another four-legged Pokemon. It's kind of where the comparisons end. But I do think I like Zebstrika more.
Okay.
Is it okay? It's definitely worse than Ludicolo. If we're going from ones we've ranked today, Ludicolo at 311 is much more exciting of a Pokemon and one that I would want to hang out with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. We can stay below Ludicolo. How about Mega Absol?
I like it more than Mega Absol, less than Absol, I think.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Then that just leaves Crabrawler.
Does it beat Crabrawler? Yes, it beats Crabrawler, I think.
Okay.
Crabrawler's got some good personality.
Yeah,
it does.
I like Crabrawler. I think I'd lean no.
The black eye is, I think, the perfect touch. That puts that's a horrible name. Brawler above.
It's hard to pronounce, but I do think it's a clever name.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister. All right, Palkia Origin Form 319. Finally, one of the Gen 4 legendaries of some shape broke the top half of the list.
And Palkia is like an IKEA employee, but he's like trying to be your pal, right? Trying to make some sales.
Hey, I'm Paul, the IKEA.
This is the most bullshit name origin yet. Palkia may be derived from paru, which is Japanese for pearl.
Okay. That's
it. That's it. That's all. That's
I guess.
A pearl painted Kia.
All right. What's your resale value, Palkia, looking like right now?
Right now, quite high.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got Regidrago.
This guy's cool. Not as cool as Regieleki, who we ranked previously. The only other good Reggie. I do have two pictures of this guy because he's kind of confusing to look at. But when he does a special move, he jumps into the air and like kind of turns sideways and becomes like a dragon head.
Less cool, actually.
Less cool. Floating dragon heads are not cool.
I think like the other way where it looks like that's his arms and it's like he's using the dragon head as almost like pauldrons is a little bit more interesting, whereas the other one just looks like a floating dragon head, which is cool. Don't get me wrong.
But get you someone who can do both.
That's true. It actually, it should make him cooler. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. This is the one other good Reggie, but Regieleki is still better.
Yeah, so Regieleki's at 82, and then the next highest Reggie is 890. So we've kind of got a range here.
Oh my God. What's this one's name again?
Regidrago. Not as good of a name as Regieleki either.
Regidrago. I have no starting point for where to put this one.
I'd probably put him somewhere in the 200s, maybe 300s.
I'm looking for like a Gigantamax or a Mega something Dragon in that range. Mega Salamence 262.
I like this more.
Okay.
Not more than regular Salamence, but more than Mega.
You look at Mega Salamence, it's been a minute.
Regular Salamence was at 189, so that's a better range.
Yeah.
Between 262 and 189.
Yeah, I think I'd say this is better than Mega Salamence.
Better than Anaconda.
Okay,
better than Krokorok.
There's Sinistea there. Is this better than Sinistea, Chris? 222?
No.
Okay, so I think it's better than Banette.
Okay.
By just a little bit. Like I think it almost, for some reason, there's a correlation there for me.
Okay.
See it.
I'd probably go above Galarian Ponyta and above Zacian, right below Sinistea.
You're a monster. Galarian Ponyta is beautiful.
It is. And Galarian Rapidash is up in the top 100, I think, still, maybe slightly below now. I'm not positive.
I would put this below Galarian Ponyta.
Right.
Is Zacian's the sword one, right?
Yes.
See, I'd want to go below Zacian, but above Galarian Ponyta.
Y'all are monsters.
Well, you're right in the middle, Ryan, so let's just do that.
We'll split the difference.
Joy.
It got killed off years ago. As soon as I saw how much of my paycheck goes to taxes.
That's fair.
Regidrago, a new 224. Any guesses for the name origin?
This is Reggie Fils-Aimé's final form when he turns into a dragon.
Oh. Buy my NFTs.
So all of the Reggies get the Reggie part from Regis, Latin for royal, and dragon, of course. For some reason, the Japanese name is Regidrago. There's an extra O in there.
Weird.
But yeah, who knows? I don't know. It's fine. It's the second best Reggie by a good margin.
Yes.
Next up, we've got Victory Bell, one of the last Gen 1 Pokemon still hanging out and about, waiting to be ranked.
And it's not great.
Fine.
It's fun in the
Victory Bell have changed since I played this game as a child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Expand on that.
That's all.
No, that's all. Okay. This thing's fun in the anime.
For better or worse?
It would eat James. That's funny, I guess, but
it would what?
It would just like eat him.
Eat James.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It looks like with actually the top of it, it could be just a toilet.
Yeah.
Poor Victory Bells in the world. I mean, when your Pokemon make up the tools of your world, some of them are just going to get the shit jobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna.
How do I hang
fix this? Is it upside up or upside down now?
Oh God, what have you done? I love how
I don't know the answer.
This way, it looks like he's just kind of balding with like the side hair coming out to the side.
Almost looks like a Simpsons character.
Yeah, yeah. This does make it better, actually.
I agree. Also, I have to mention that every single time a Stone Evolution comes through, Stone Evolutions are dumb. Please let them learn moves after they Stone Evolve. What is wrong with you, Game Freak?
Oh, they can't?
They can with like art skills and stuff, but typically they don't learn them anymore from leveling up after evolving with the stone.
Oh, that's silly.
Oh no. Well, that's not a good shiny. It looks sickly. The leaves are like gray, the lips are blue, and instead of yellow, it's like neon green. It's not good. It looks sickly. Like a dying plant.
Yeah, so bottom quarter.
Yes.
Bottom 10%, maybe?
I wouldn't hate bottom 10%.
It's like the bottom 100. So below 840.
So Paras.
This is worse than Paris.
At 859. Yeah.
Yeah. Worse.
Tan growth. I think it's worse than tan growth, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think so as well. I think it's worse than another flower we have on here, Cradley, at 930.
Cradley.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
I mean, just for how plain it is, it's worse, but my God, Cradily is not good.
That's fair. That's fair. We can go above because we're also putting it below Bruxish right now, which I feel like might not be the correct decision.
Bruxish has snuck up too high. It's only at 928, and that's still like at least 10 slots too high for my liking, honestly.
This is not worse than Enamorous.
It's might be better than Cascoon.
Yeah, it might be better than Cascoon and Silcoon.
Clink. But it's not better than Stantler.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Victory Bell, a new 919. Exactly where we all knew you were going to go. Any guesses on the name origin of Victory Bell?
I think it's in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's like attached to a tree. It needs some Vicks Vapor Rub because it's very sickly. And it ate too much Taco Bell, which is why it's sickly.
Yeah. And it heard the Taco Bell dong. Victory Bell may be a combination of victory, tree, and bell.
No.
That doesn't sound right.
The Japanese name Sobat may be derived from Utsubo Kazura, pitcher plant, possibly pot.
Just pot?
Yeah. Think they're like potted plant. Not get your head out of the gutter, Preston. Hey, not talking about drugs.
Yeah, we don't talk about drugs on this show.
The exact same slang as we do. I knew.
All right. Next up, we've got Seismitoad. This is, I don't know if Preston's aware of this. This is still known as the Vibration Pokemon.
That's hot.
Why are you gonna bring up these Pokemon whenever I'm on the show? Or wait, never mind. That's just Pokemon.
That's just, yeah.
It's just Pokemon.
Turns out Pokemon is extremely sexual. We all knew it until we got old.
So is this guy like a masseuse? Do this thing, his growths like vibrates and he massages people?
It's just
I don't know. I really looked over and saw the look he was giving me, and now I don't want to even look at him because it's aggressive.
When your masseuse gives you that look, fucking leave.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen this video on the internet. When your masseuse gives you that look and just leans in and says, "You want me make banana cry?"
Oh no. What's this? Seismocruck?
Seismitoad.
Seismitoad, no.
Seismitoad, please, sir.
Oh no.
Oh god.
No, now I'm just picturing him saying his own name while giving you that look. Seismitoad. Seismitoad.
The more interesting part is I don't know if this is making this Pokemon better or worse.
Also, the way that his fingers are, it looks like he's pinching his own kneecap.
It does. Just a nervous tick.
He's getting creepier and creepier.
Oh,
Top 100.
Just break the list.
So this is a evolution of something, right?
This is the final form of Timpole. There's a middle form that we Palpitoad.
I think those are both on the list, right?
I think so. I remember Palpitoad is specifically because we went off about how it looks very much like a vibrator when we found that it was the vibration Pokemon.
748 sounds very right. Oh my god! And Palpitoad has an even more creepy look.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you see Timpole?
Oh my god! I don't know if I want to. Palpitoad looks. I don't know. Never mind.
No, Preston, go on.
Nope.
Yeah, Timpole 813.
Oh, Timpole's sadly cute.
But also kind of looks like one of those fish that have a human face, and it's creepy in that regard.
Yeah. Doesn't need the eyebrows.
Is this the worst, the best, or the middle of them?
I think it's the worst. It's like, I mean, it really is like very close to Palpitoad, though. I would go probably just right below Palpitoad.
I'm okay with it.
Expression is just...
They can massage each other.
God.
I like that you put Pincurchin right under them.
Yeah.
Just like, bring it down a bit, boys.
Do you see a Swalot right above?
The whole section.
Gulpin above that. Any guesses? Wrong answers only for Seismitoad's name.
He just wants to know the size of my toad, man.
Mm-hmm. It's actually it's not TOAD, it's TOED. It's just size of my toes.
The Japanese name is Gamageroj, probably mispronouncing that, which may be a combination of Gama, toad, and Gero Gero, the onomatopoeia for a frog croaking.
Yeah. Say, what is not the name, but the onomatopoeia?
Gero Gero.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
They got it.
They probably say it a little bit differently than I say it.
Yeah, I think it's Garo, definitely.
That's how frogs sound.
That's how frogs talk?
That's exactly it.
Have you ever seen Kermit?
He's sitting outside
the Garo all the time.
All right. I don't really want to thank you, Seismitoad, because I feel like that would be an invitation for you to get closer to me, which I really don't want. So next up, we've got Sock.
What a shitty name.
It's terrible.
It's all around just a boring Pokemon.
Yeah. Sock and Throw was them trying to do Hitmonchan again, and they did it dirty. Yeah. It was not good.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Do y'all have Throw?
We do.
Yeah. Low.
927. Where he belongs.
This to me is an E.
Yeah.
Choice.
I think this is the better of the two.
It's just red and blue, right?
The other one's like chubbier or stockier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put them above.
But right next to him seems perfect. They'll just fist fight each other all day. Just train and train and train. We don't need the name origin because we already know. But the Japanese name...
It's an abbreviation of Seahawk. We all already know.
Yeah. Yep. Seattle Seahawks. A big football fan, actually. The Japanese name, Dageki.
Oh.
Which may be a combination of Dageki, blow or strike, and Ki, demon.
Demon blow?
But Dageki's already in it, so why do they need the key from demon in there? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, well, Sock is the last of our 10 random Pokemon. I know 10 goes by really quick, doesn't it, Preston? But Preston, of course, gets to bring a Pokemon to rank with him. Did you forget who we brought?
Hey, Ryan. Have you ever heard of Slugma? Slugma balls.
Did you bring this Pokemon just for that joke?
Actually, no, I didn't even consider it. I was legitimately looking for really stupid names. And Slugma actually isn't horrible. But then I sent it to Chris and he gave me the joke. And so now I've got to use it twice. So I really appreciate that joke.
It is good. It is very good. Slugma. This guy is pretty cute.
He's all right.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's called the lava Pokemon, and that's literally all he is. He's a pile of lava.
Yeah.
Like,
but he's a slug.
He's Ma. This is a slug.
Ma, get over here.
Ma, look at this lava. It's a slug. Slug, Ma. That's about all I got for this one. I've reached the peak of my humor. So, are there any other slug Pokemon?
Do we have Metcargo on here yet? I guess he's a snail at that point, right? But
yeah, not exactly a slug, but Gudra's pre-evolution Slugoo and Goomy. Is that the first form?
What?
Yeah, Sligoo is at 821. Goomy's at 880.
Goomy.
I think this might be better than Goomy and Sligoo.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Sligoo is a little creepy. It's the vacant eyes that freak me out. Let's see.
As far as like things that don't have legs or arms and crawl along the ground, Seviper, a snake at 800. I think I'd put this above Seviper.
I like Seviper lore-wise because it has the feud with Zangoose, but
that's true.
Let's see. Okay, so we have Weedle at 804.
This is better than Weedle.
This is better than Weedle, but it's got weed in the name.
Yeah.
This is better or worse than a Turnamax?
Okay, I'm looking at Tranquilla. It's better than Tranquil. So yeah, a Turnamax is going to be the blocker. I think it's better than a Turnamax.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think so.
And we're just going to ignore Cleaver being there because he's been cheated.
He has been.
Been mistreated.
Okay, Seal. I think for Seal has a distinctly just sort of like one note. It's just a Seal. This is just a slug. Magma.
Wait, where's Seal? What number?
774.
74.
I would put this probably a little under Seal.
Okay. I'm okay with it.
I like that.
I think at the very least, I'd put this above Durant at 778.
Durant?
Kevin Durant. Yep.
Ah.
He is Pokemon.
I don't
Little known fact.
I don't know why the hell I just searched Durant. Of course. With nothing else with it. Just Durant. And turns out Kevin Durant more famous than Durant the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Durable ant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, yeah, I'd say above. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like it above.
Yeah.
So we're already below Seal. Probably go below Furfru and Azrael. I'm okay with above Alolan Sandshrew though.
I can go above. I think it's below, but that's just because Sandshrew is adorable.
Alolan.
It's cute, but it's like the igloo version.
Aren't his eyes on his face and his back at the same time?
They just come up onto his helmet.
Yeah, I think right there is good.
Yeah.
Can you clarify right there, above or below Alolan Sandshrew?
Above Alolan Sandshrew.
Okay. Name origins?
That's a great question.
Slug my balls. It's gotta be. I mean, they were going for the joke.
They understood that meme from 2019.
Slug and Magma.
What?
One of the few times. Oh my god. Okay. What do you think the French name is for? Okay, we got to go through all of these countries' names. Actually,
are they not magma slug? I just don't know what else you could call this thing.
The French name is Limagma, Li magma, which from limus and magma. I don't know what limus is. I don't speak French.
Well,
the German name.
Hold on, it was Limagma. That was the name.
Limagma.
So close to ligma.
It's so close. Is what I was just thinking. Oh my god.
So close. The German name Schneckmag.
That sounds like a condom brand or something.
Japanese name Mag.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
But it says magma. May also just be a combination of magma and slug.
Ow. So is mag also slug?
I don't know. I'm confused. And there's not no way am I pronouncing either the Mandarin or Cantonese names. God, Mandarin is like Rongyang Chong, and Cantonese Yun Ga. Nope.
I think those were spot on.
I'm gonna copy and paste it into Gotta Rank 'Em All channel. You can guess.
We just offended so many people.
Probably.
They're never coming
and I apologize. I can barely speak English, so me attempting to speak other languages is just a mistake. But yeah, all right. Slugma 777. Great job. Solid mon. Preston.
Slug my balls.
You wanted to say it. I was like, I'll let him have it. I'll give him one more.
Yes. Got him.
Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Thank you for having me again.
No, absolutely.
I'm excited you guys are getting so close to the end.
Oh, dude, it's
still plenty of room after switching down to the 11. There's still a good lead up. Are y'all getting right up to the release?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is like perfect.
and then it's going to be a fight for Fido.
The first guest. It's if the first guest. Yeah, I was going to say if the first guest doesn't bring Fido or Lechonk.
Ooh, yeah.
We haven't made the list.
That's their last
yet,
appearance.
So, like, maybe the first week's list already has both of them on it. We don't know.
Could be.
Also, who knows how many new Pokemon there even are? Because it's weird how few we have seen in these trailers so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and Arceus did not introduce a whole lot.
Yeah.
What's the average? They like 80-ish, 80 to 100 is probably average per new generation.
These game devs just getting lazier and lazier, you know?
Yeah, they can't make 80 to 100 new designs for the internet to shit all over for not being the original 150.
And where's my grass?
Where's my grass? Why do these trees look like they're from the 90s? Well, Preston, do you have anything you want to plug?
Check out this great Pokemon ranking show. Gotta rank them all. I recently was a guest on that show, so just so you know. It's great. It's a lot of fun. That's it. Also, every other weekend-ish, except for whenever it's not, we're playing D&D.
Ooh, so
definitely come out and watch that on the Spelunkers Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's been great. A ton of fun.
Yeah. And our RPG Engine, I love it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you were in your Game Debates Discord doing that. Were you guys actually playing D&D, or were you just like indoctrinating people?
No, we were actually. So I've been playing with the Great Game Debate group recently, but this week our normal DM was not available, or was likely not available. He's a pilot, so his schedule's all over the place. And I was like, well, if you guys still want to get together, I can run a one-shot. There's a one-shot. You actually have run it with me, Chris, The Hunt, where Tom and Tyler double-decker pissed inside of a pool, and a zombie beholder came up and disintegrated Tyler. Yep.
Rough.
I put that into the RPG Engine, and I was like, I'm looking for an excuse to run it again, because I love that one shot. It's great. And I would like to do that. Author has made a part 2 and part 3. I'd love to pick up both of those and run all of them at some point. But yeah, so I was running them through their paces with that. We got through the first floor of the mansion in 3.5 hours. So
sounds, yep, that's D&D.
Yeah. So we'll finish it another week in the future. Got about halfway through. Yeah, it's a really good map system. I'm really enjoying it. I found a better way to use tokens in it. You just have to get a PNG of the image, and then it'll cut out that image for the token. Yeah. So
it'll kind of do an auto. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be the best way for me to get in odd D&D specific monsters. So you'll see that popping up in our campaign at some point. Cool. Yeah. Chris, anything to plug now that Preston's plugged us?
Oh yeah, go back and listen to some level podcast stuff. Level 0 podcast stuff. We don't have anything current, but plenty to go back and listen to.
There's a lot of meta stuff you can enjoy there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I was recently. Don't forget Draft Punks. We just recently did the soft reboot. Whole new crew of all the same people.
Yes, the softest of reboots.
Okay, now I'm done. Sorry, Chris.
Okay. I just want to plug the best joke we've ever told on this podcast. Just slug my balls.
Got him.
And
looking like a fool.
Other conversations I was having in the Great Game Debate Discord today. They want to. Steven said they're going to have me back on so we can debate. And this is my plug. Which terrestrialized Pokemon is the best butt plug Pokemon?
Oh, no. What an immediate turn. Didn't even get 24 hours away from the trailer.
I mean, did you see people were drawing, there's a little boy gym leader. People were drawing him very endowed with big boobs. And then they found out, oh, that's a man. And now people are confused on the internet about their gender identity.
Oh my God.
It does not take long for people to jump on that.
Yeah.
Good God. Well, thank you everybody for joining us as we continue finalizing the most important decisions of our lives. We hope you are well until we reconvene in 2 weeks. And remember, gotta rank them all. Gotta break them all. Pokemon. That's the one.
Slug my balls.
Slug my balls.